York state champions and all brothers. 112-pound final with his back to you, Joe Rabin. On the right, Dan Hopkins. Now on the left, Dan Hopkins. Hopkins shooting in for a takedown. Joe Rabin. It's 112 pounds. Rabin was 4th last year at this weight class. He represents Section 8, Elmont High School. Hopkins represents Commack South, Section 11. Section 11, Section 8. Hopkins in on a single. Rabin countering with an overhook whizzer. 3/4 Nelson. Very powerful, very effective 3/4 Nelson. Early in the first period, Hopkins, by the way, got to the States by defeating a wrestler by the name of Joe Downey, who was 2nd last year at 105 pounds. Hopkins reached the finals by defeating Tony Catronio 9-2 in the semis. Back to you, that's Hopkins. On the left, Joe Rabin. 1978, he placed 4th at 105 pounds. This is his 3rd time in this tournament. 3-time Section 8 champion. Joe Rabin on the left. He's a 17-year-old senior. About 19 seconds left in the first period. No score. Rabin goes back to you. Hopkins playing a little touch and go, trying to go underneath, trying to control an arm. Try drag or shove. Rabin going behind, given 2 points for a takedown right at the end of the first period. Rabin scores a 2-point takedown. Beginning of the second period. Hopkins starting on top, using a crab ride. He used that earlier today very effectively. Rabin trying to gain hand control, and does, using an outside switch. As of yet, no escape has been awarded because Rabin may be coming around. Control still belongs to Hopkins now. There's a 2-point reversal by Rabin. Rabin's back out front using a 3/4 Nelson. He's in control and leading 4-0 with 1:18 left in the second period. Rabin's still in control. About 1 minute left. It's leading Dan Hopkins. Trying a long sit-out. Again, Rabin, as they say, hanging very tough. About 34 seconds left in the second period. Rabin maintaining control by his side cradle. Not effective. Reversal try, going into a crab ride by Hopkins. Not yet. Official says not yet. And it's true. There's no control by Hopkins. Almost, but not there. 1 point neutral. They finish neutral, leading 4-1 Joe Rabin at the end of the second period. Beginning of the third period, Rabin on top, leading 4-1. Still leading. Dan Hopkins from Commack South, representing Section 11. This is the 112-pound final. Rabin operating on top. escape by Hopkins. He's trailing 4-2. Rabin with his back to you. That's Joe Rabin from Elmont, New York, representing Section 8. About 1 minute left in the third period. Rabin still in control. There's a 2-point takedown. Rabin has a very peculiar hanging, tough style. He's never too far out of control when he isn't in control. Again, Hopkins escapes. It's now 6-3. Rabin leading 6-3 with about 38 seconds left in the third and final period. 112-pound championship. On the left, Rabin leading 6-3 at this point. They go out of bounds. Still in a neutral position. Joe Rabin is back to you. Hopkins goes in for a double leg. Tries to go to a single. At three-quarter Nelson. An overhook that Rabin used so effectively. Rabin sags very well. Sprawls and sags very well. About 4 seconds left. Joe Rabin from Elmont, his third time to the States, and he wins the state championship. Joe Rabin from Elmont, representing Section 8. There he is, Joe Rabin.